Dr. Swamp. Thanks everyone for having me here again. This has been about the fifth year we've done this twice a year. And I was actually just at University, which is a chiropractic school. I went to Atlanta, Georgia. And they were making some announcements, giving out some awards. They mentioned currently there's 28 students currently from Temple University enrolled in the chiropractic school right now. So that's a pretty nice representation. So it seems like these talks do have a bearing. Why am I here today, first of all, besides being invited by Dr. Swamp, is you guys are all in the health sciences, pre-health science right now. You guys are a time of explorations in your life. You're all undergrads. You're looking at what you want to do for your future, and I really want to acknowledge Dr. Swamp, first of all, also for having me here. You know, it's probably easy for him not to have a guest speaker come in. However, he knows during this time, being intellectually honest, he wants to expose you to all the different opportunities you have out there. With a Temple degree, it's in the academic world, it's well recognized. And when you graduate, you have a lot of options and opportunities when you graduate. And chiropractic is one viable one. And a lot of people don't even know or aware what chiropractic is. So I can ask by hand, has anyone here ever been to a chiropractor? That's great. Every year it gets more and more, which is wonderful. When I used to do these talks years ago, you have 1 or 2 hands go up. But it's great because that means the word's getting out there. And today I will be explaining to you what is chiropractic. A little bit about my background, because I was going to say it was not too long ago, but it was a long time ago when I was in your guys' seat. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I was graduating from Cornell University in the early 90s, I'll leave it at that. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I looked into different options. And from a combination of a wrestling incident and then later a rugby incident, I found myself in some neck issues. So I found a local chiropractor back home in the town of, you can tell when I talk fast, so I notice I'm from Long Island, New York. Is any New Yorkers here? Nice. Actually, this girl here about 2 semesters ago who was from my high school. I'm from Baldwin, Long Island. Near Hofstra, that area of Long Island, and she was from my high school, so we had a nice little conversation afterwards. So I met with a gentleman in my hometown. His name was Dr. Mike Guerrier. I always like to give Dr. Mike a little plug, because I would not be a chiropractor where I am right now if it wasn't for the time and effort he took out of his busy schedule to let me spend a day with him when I was a senior in college. And after spending a day with Dr. Mike, I was so turned on by what he was doing in his office, helping people, making a nice living, good hours, and he loved what he did. And that's going to be one of my tips takeaway for you guys today here too. I'm not unrealistic. I'm not here to recruit people, so I'm not here. I don't work for Life University. I don't work for any chiropractic college. I'm in private practice in Narberth, Pennsylvania, which is a suburb right outside right off City Avenue, close to Manayunk. Has anyone ever been to Manayunk? Yeah, he's already called me. So, and I do this because I do what I love, and I love what I do. And one of my mentors once told me, if you can align your purpose with your paycheck, that's the key to professional success. It's a long life, guys. A lot of things you do out there. You might as well do something you love to do versus something that you don't love doing. And nothing wrong with making a nice living while you're doing it. So I always acknowledge Dr. Mike. I appreciate the time and effort he took out of his schedule, and hopefully do the same for you guys today too. I guess it's called paying it forward, so to speak. And I realize here, back to what I was saying before, I'm not necessarily recruiting chiropractors, although I'd love everyone in this room to be a chiropractor. It's a great profession. We need more chiropractors. There's only 60,000 chiropractors in the United States, and there's 1.1 million medical doctors. So we can use more chiropractors out there. I also realize, though, if you're not necessarily be chiropractors, you guys are in the health sciences. And I do feel you have a moral and ethical responsibility to at least be aware of what a chiropractor does, because whether you're a personal trainer, athletic trainer, kinesiologist, college professor, medical doctor, dentist, podiatrist, athletic trainer, whatever you may want to go into with this degree that you have, you should have an opinion, at least an awareness of what other healthcare professionals do. So if you have an athlete who may benefit from chiropractic, you have at least an educated opinion on the subject. Secondly, your own health. Like you guys know, your own health awareness, your options and opportunities where chiropractic can potentially benefit you. 80% of the Olympic athletes use chiropractic on a regular basis. Why would 80% of a group do something that more than the regular population does? Because they did a survey, and the number one answer was they perceived it enhanced their athletic performance. So you don't need to be an Olympic athlete to want to enhance your life performance, your overall health and well-being. So it's for your own well-being. Last, but certainly not least, The other reason why I come here is because no matter what you guys do, more than likely, the vast majority one day will probably be a parent. And as a parent, you should have an idea of what's accessible and obtainable for you and your children, and the options and choices that you have. You can choose whatever choice you want, but at least you should have the opportunity to expose to those choices. So with no further ado, what I want to do is get into the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about today, and then I'll hopefully have time to leave for some questions and answers, because usually at the end we run out. People come up with a lot of questions, and then we miss some. And I will be available after this, guys. I've made this very clear. I have information. I have my email, my cell phone, my well, maybe not my cell phone, my email, my office number. You guys can contact me. I've had people every semester come after this lecture, come to my office. Dr. Swan, they still stay in touch with him. They come down, they visit the office. Numerous of them have gone down to the chiropractic school, and I'll tell you an opportunity to visit school if this is something of interest to you when we're done. So, with no further ado, what is chiropractic?